Page 33, Just a Song at Twilight. Now we're going to cross the hands over. Now things get tricky. This is difficult for me. When I start crossing my hands over, I get confused. So I have to do this stuff rather carefully. Let's just talk right hand for a minute. The melody's in the right hand, and the right hand is down. You see the RH there at the first measure there. So the right hand, it's the stems, the notes with the stems going up. The right hand. Watch the fingering, because you want to thumb on that E. Here. So work out this melody by itself. Forget everything else for now. Just get the melody. Center all the way through. Last line. Let's skip down there. Here. Reach up, fourth finger. I'm going to hold that fermata note 2 counts instead of 1. That one also 2 counts instead of 1. And then cross over for the F sharp. And that's the melody. That has to come out. That has to be nice and connected and smooth. You can break between the phrases. You see the first line between the second and third measures? There's a phrase in there. So second measure, then lift up and before you go on, and then go on. And do that. It looks like they're all 2 measure phrases. So just lift up so you get a little silence in the melody. Yeah, I know, you pedal will cover it up, but I'll talk about pedal in a minute. Let's do this left hand. This is the hard part. At the beginning, they have the LH down there, and in the bottom staff, the left hand is playing the notes, the stem's going down. So it's here. Then, in the upper staff, they see the LH. It's telling you to use the left hand. The stems don't help you here, because the right hand is busy with the melody. So the left hand has to do this. The right hand can't. So it's from here to here, and then you got to come back down for the next measure here, and then here, and this goes like this pretty much through the whole thing, where the first beat of the measure is down here someplace, and then the other 2 beats are up here someplace. Good luck, because to me this is hard. Fingering wise, use a fingering. I tend to use a 2-1 in many cases. 3-1's fine, it's up to you. Use 2 and 4 on the first measure of the second line. I can use 2 and 4 there if I don't want to use the thumb. It's fine. I can use 5 and 2 in the last measure of the second line if I don't want to use that finger, because it's up to you. But work out this left hand carefully, because when you go to put them together, this is, and you're going to have to take this really, really, really slow. It's here. So you go, while you're playing that E, you got to get your hand up there. The pedal will connect the sound, don't worry about it. This is hard because you're constantly looking down at the keyboard, and then up and then down and up and then down. You almost have to memorize the piece. Now this is a rather slow piece. It says Andante is a nice leisurely stroll. You can play a little slower than that if you want. And they say espressivo, which is expression. Well, yeah, okay. So good luck with this piece. It's going to take a while. Just keep it really, really slow. Take the metronome down really, really slow. It's just... Speed is not important here. You got to get the idea of moving this left hand back and forth and looking down and looking at the music and looking down, and that the music, this takes some practice to get this piece. This is a challenging piece. I'm not quite sure why they would put this in here so quickly. Let's talk pedal. Pedal's going to help you out. They're telling you legato pedal all the way through. They're keeping the pedal simple for you. Well, no, forget that. Let's do a little bit with this. I like to hear a break between the phrases. So, at the beginning, we're going to legato pedal through the first two measures here, sir. So I'm going to put the pedal down right after I play the notes, and then when I get to the third beat, I'm going to play the notes and then lift the pedal up and put it right back down again. That's, overlapping pedal. Then at the end of the second line, or the second measure, I'm going to lift the pedal with the hands, so I get a little silence before going on. Same thing here, I'm going to lift the pedal with the hands, I'm not going to overlap it, so I get some silence between the phrases. Again, I'm going to lift the pedal with the hands. At the end of each of these phrases, which is about every two measures, I'm going to lift the pedal with the hands, so I get a little silence before I go on. If you can't do that, don't worry about it, just overlap it. Now let's go down to the last line. First measure, we're still doing this, what I've been talking about. Beats. Now I'm going to lift the pedal here. I'm not going to pedal the last beat of the measure. Let's go by itself. And then I'm going to pedal right after I play the beats in the next measure. And then here. And this legato pedal the rest of the way. All I'm saying is don't pedal the last beat in the second measure of the last line. That G, let it be by itself. But you can legato pedal the rest of it in the last line. This is a real bear. This really is. So let's take this really, really, really super slow just to check the notes and the rhythms. Play it one hand at a time with me if you need to, just to do this and the pedaling and all that. So 3/4 time I'll give us 3 counts. So go ahead and put your hands where they go. The left hand or the right hand is here. Left hand starts here and the foot's on the pedal. Good luck. 1 and ready and go and. I'm sure there's recordings of this. It's gorgeous. There's all kinds of arrangements of this available, and it doesn't go fast. So really, I would encourage you just memorize the piece. It's so much easier when you don't have to keep looking at the music. You just look at the keyboard and see where you are.